and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I set personal and professional goals and strategies for achieving them. I'm back. It has been a good number of months since I posted a video, probably since, I don't know, maybe it was March 2022, because that's when the nausea set in for my pregnancy. I can't remember. I might have posted a few videos about my pregnancy planner and some plan with me's. But then when I was in full maternity leave, it felt a little weird to keep doing plan with me's because I didn't have that many plans. For me anyway, in terms of balancing life and work obligations, there was just not as much going on as I will go into in this video. This video, I'm going to do a flip through of my 2022 planner so you can see how I used it and how, when motherhood took over, like how that changed. Being really honest with you guys, I dropped off, buying new stickers and planning out my spreads. Obviously, it became a very practical tool to kind of get through postpartum. In some cases, I didn't use it at all for weeks. But I did want to show you what this planner looked like before I start making new videos of my new planner. So if you've watched this channel before, you know that I picked this kind of ocean cover for the 2022 planner, and I found some really cool stickers that I just loved. I also stickered the back a little bit with some stickers. This is like from my grandma. My niece drew this art, and this is actually a really great podcast, Tour Guide Tell All. If you've never listened to it, it's awesome, so I recommend it. So let's start this flip through here and just sort of catch up a little bit with you all. This has been like just a fascinating year, and I just want to say that I'm so grateful for everything that's happened, even though, it's been a huge adjustment. For this flip through, I wanted to start to say that I didn't use this planner as a planner in the beginning of the year, because I had my academic year planner that I used. This is where I started tracking my pregnancy when I first found out I was pregnant, and I was using the weeks to track like symptoms and variety of things after learning that we were pregnant. And then I kind of stopped doing that, and I started, I think in the month of June, to use this planner as like an actual planner for, appointments and social things and things like this. The most useful thing with this planner, the way in which this was the most useful to me, is the back pages, which I will definitely show you in a second. But as you can see, at this point in the year, I was still, very into decorating the spreads and like making everything look very pretty. And this is summer, so for me, and so there's definitely some weeks are more planned than others. I still was teaching summer classes at this point. And then as you can see, when, I start winding down a little bit for those classes, it kind of drops off, as you can see. So, for example, with July, I actually leaned into, I had already planned July before I was pregnant, before I had changed my planning mode. I had gotten all of these nostalgia sticker kits because my birthday is in July, and I just loved all the 90s stuff that I was seeing. So I went ahead and I found, like, anytime I saw, come up across Instagram a sticker kit that had a 90s theme, I bought it. So as you can see here, I started with that. I also found these really cute pregnancy stickers. I'll try to put links to the stickers in the description of this video, but I found those were really adorable. And so this is like continuing with that same sticker kit into the first week of July. I mean, look how cute, all of these things, cassette tapes and hard discs and just everything, like Trapper Keepers, everything. And then I think these are I think it's like Love Pop or something like that kind of stickers, but again, still like very 90s nostalgia. Also 90s nostalgia with the, movies and CDs back when we used to buy CDs. And then continuing with more 90s toys. I just really liked all of these. So as you can see though, there's not a lot of planning happening because it is summer. We did take a baby moon. We went to Florida Keys, which was really nice. And then I used a Passion Planner sticker book to decorate this month's spread for August. I still had things to do at this point, even though I was officially on maternity leave, because I had baby prep, essentially. That's what most of this is related to, baby prep. Some of it a little bit related to academic writing, but a lot of it had to do with getting ready for the little one. Still kind of like sparse planning, as you can see, but I'm using some more stickers from the sticker books. I decided to kind of, instead of doing really highly designed spreads, just kind of like stick stickers everywhere from a single page, so they kind of still look cohesive, but like, as you can see, like pretty haphazard. I love these stickers though. These are from the summer, I think it's called Summer, I'm looking for the sticker book right now. Summer Vibes Passion Planner stickers. So if you're thinking about summer, which I know we're in the middle of winter right now, but if you're thinking ahead, this is a really good book to pick up. It's got really adorable summer stickers in it. And then these stickers are from the Women's Empowerment sticker book, which I also have here. Like a wide variety of, like, you can see I've used this book quite a bit, but like a wide variety of kind of floral, but also like strong kind of color palettes, some like ladies doing like yoga and dancing and stuff. So that's another good book. And, you know, here I'm just kind of, I think, bolstering myself for what I knew was coming with my little one. These stickers are from the Tools for School Passion Planner book, so that's another good one. And I mean, even though obviously I don't have children that are school aged, or myself am a student, I do really like the planner stickers that they have in here. I also like all the kind of reading ones, the typing ones, the writing ones. There's a lot of really good stickers that are, I think, you know, you can use them even if you don't have, you know, kids that are in school or are a student yourself. These are stickers from the Passion Planner food sticker book, which I have here. It's called Let's Eat, the foodie sticker book, and aren't they just adorable? I put them in here for this week because we did one more baby moon. We went to Stanton, which is when, you know, where we normally would go to wineries and stuff, but obviously I wasn't drinking wine, so I just put like food, because we did eat like a good amount on that vacation. It was really fun and relaxing. You know, we were trying to kind of like savor the moments before our little one came along. September, this sticker kit mostly comes from Passion Planner Decorate Your Planner sticker book, but these little like fall leaves and acorns and stuff come from some other sticker book I had that I got from like Michael's, I think. I don't remember the name of it though. So you can see September was a busy month. There was 2 baby showers. Our maternity photo shoot was this month. I had doctor appointments, a lot of them. You know, there was just a lot of, I had friends visiting in town. You know, it was just like a very like kind of crazy month. So I really did lean into using the planner this month. But you can see that a lot of it's converted from like, here's what I need to be doing at this time, to like, here's things I want to get done every day. So it's changing a little bit even at this point. And these stickers are from the Passion Projects sticker book. This is one of the new ones, the newest Passion Planner sticker books, the Passion Projects. I mean, look how cute with the sort of retro skater thing going on. I just really loved the colors and I just went for it. Also from the Passion Project sticker book are these like artsy ones. I just loved the colors. I love how kind of it's like retro and the muted tones, but it's still rainbow. Like, I just really like that. So again, like kind of getting through the busy month of September, a lot of plans, a lot of to-do items. And then these stickers also from the Passion Project sticker book. These are kind of like cozy, like tea, baking, you know, kind of thing. I think at this time I was kind of trying to be like, I need to cultivate a feeling of calmness, because, you know, my due date was rapidly approaching. It was, you know, she technically was due November 4th. So I did feel the sense of time passing. Plus it was just a busy month. And then I popped in some of these. These actually were kind of left over from a different spread that I did earlier in the year. And I just love this like kind of I don't know, storybook kind of thing going on. This is also Passion Planner from Decorate Your Planner sticker book. And so then here we just had some like newborn classes that we were taking and some like medical appointments and stuff. But as you can see, my planning is getting a little more sparse. And then I think this is the last like month spread that I really leaned into decorating. And as you can see, it's still like pretty basic. I used these stickers. I think they're from also the Decorate Your Planner book, if I'm not mistaken. And I had some like, plans and stuff. As you can see, like I had planned out through the month of October. However, our baby decided to arrive early, 3 weeks early. She arrived on the 15th. And that was just, I'll go into it a little bit more later in this video, but like that was insane. It was just beautiful and wonderful and all those things, but it definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And it changed, of course, the plans that I had in the rest of the month of October. So a lot of stuff going on here in this thread. So this is sort of leading up to her birth here. I was trying to, prep. I was cooking meals to freeze. I was kind of like trying to check as much stuff off my list because I knew there was a possibility she could come early. I had friends that this happened to, and so I was trying to be like, very responsible. And then I actually got this kit from Michaels. And I was like, I wonder if I'm actually going to put this in my book or if I'm going to forget I even have it. Like, will I have time? And because we were induced, I did have time. I actually had like 12 hours basically where I was home, like packing and, checking off the last few things I possibly could for my list. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these stickers on this weekend because I was fairly certain that she would be coming one way or another by the end of the weekend, because we were going to get induced. And actually I wrote the induction here, but actually the induction started here. It was a long process, y'all. I was in 40 plus hours of labor, and then I had to have an emergency C-section. I don't recommend it. It was literally like the one version of birth that I didn't want. I didn't really care how she came into the world as long as she was healthy, but I did not want to have a long induction and C-section. I mean, that's what, like, nobody wants that, right? Like, nobody sets out to give birth and they're like, yeah, I really want to be in labor for 40 hours and then have an emergency C-section. Nope. But that's what happened. And she arrived and she was perfect and she passed all her health checks and we both did really well. Altogether, we were in the hospital like 6 days. It was, again, just crazy. So we, by the time we came home, we actually, on the one hand, we were just really ready to sleep in our own bed and like come home. On the other hand, glad that we had that time because, we kind of got through, I think, some of the trickier parts of newborn care, newborn life together with the support of the hospital. We had really great nurses. It was just kind of nice not being able to have to think about anything else or anyone else except each other. And then as you can see, she comes home and we had like pretty much the only thing I had to keep track of was a pediatric appointment that we obviously had to do. We actually had two because she was born at 36, well, technically exactly at 37 weeks. She had just made the cut, like the preemie cutoff. So we did have one the day after we brought her home and then the one a couple days later just to make sure that everything was on the up and up. She was born at 5 pounds, 8 ounces, which is so tiny. And she left the hospital at 5 pounds, 4 ounces. So she only lost 4 ounces, which we were really happy about because, we didn't want, obviously we wanted to start her on like the right foot in terms of putting on weight because she was so small. So thankfully she didn't lose a whole lot percentage wise of her weight. And then I had friends visit and stuff like that. This is the Halloween week, and I had actually bought this kit like months and months earlier, like thinking obviously that I wouldn't have a baby at this point potentially. So, I put it in here very perfunctorily. You can see I don't have much going on in this week because, postpartum, it is what it is. But I did want to like put it in because I did buy it for the week of Halloween. I just liked the neon take on a typical Halloween stuff. I also did pick up a kit, which I'll talk about in future videos, to track some of her milestones. So I did put her 2-week well baby visit. She was 7 pounds, and so we felt really good because, you know, she was heading in the right direction weight wise. Percentile wise, she's still like low-ish, but she's not like low to the point where they're concerned. She's like regularly putting on weight, so we're happy with that. Then as you can see, it just really drops off. Like there's a few things I keep track of. Like thankfully I kept on going with my postpartum therapist. I did like almost nothing. You can see her due dates here. She was already there by then. I did nothing almost for the month of November. Yeah, there's just very little. And then here I tried to do a little bit of memory keeping. I'm not great at that though. Like I'm just, for whatever reason, it's just not typically how I use my planners, and it's not something that occurs to me. So right now I'm still like navigating this desire I have to keep track of stuff that, you know, I see in my child every day, but also like plan, you know, use my planner as a planner. So that's evolving, but as you can see, there's the effort was the effort was minimal. Similarly, keeping on going through this. So December, I perked back up a little bit. I got some like, you know, stickers. I think this is from a Michaels sticker book. You know, slapped them in here, puts like some hastily written out appointments that we had. Like we didn't do a ton in the month of December because hello, newborn. But we had friends that visited, doctor's appointments. We had a couple little holiday things, a friend come to visit, you know, and all that. So we had some things that we needed to do. Here I think I was again trying to capture like some meetings and things I have, but also like memory keeping. That's what's happening here in this blue marker. I'm trying to like remind myself to take care of myself because of course at this point, you know, if you guys have ever had a newborn, you know that it can be a little bit like intense, especially between I think months 1 and 2. They are not old enough yet to be like smiling at you and kind of like, you know, interacting with you in any meaningful way, but they're also no longer in the first month they just kind of eat sleep. It's like a very, you know, not hard, I would say. Like me personally, I did not find it a challenging experience in that way for her care. But then between months 1 and 2 is when some of her digestion stuff's evolving, and she's, you know, like having some of those issues. She cries a lot, like crying peaks around, I think they said between months 1 and 2. You know, she's changing and she's growing so fast. But you're not getting any of that, like the other side of that coin at that point, like the smiling and the giggling and her awareness of you, you know, like you're not getting any of that. So like between months 1 and 2 is probably the hardest, I think, for like the newborn months. There's obviously kids just keep being hard in different ways as they get older, but now that she is smiling and looking at me and knows who we are and like is more aware of her surroundings, like I find all of the hard stuff a little easier personally. So I kept on kind of going with this, like, this is to-do list / stuff I have scheduled through the holidays. And then, as I said, I perked back up a little bit around Christmas, and I decided to start using stickers again. Also, like, part of it is I lost my desk in this house because of baby stuff. So I didn't have anywhere to put my stuff. But now I have this table that I'm using. And so I have my stickers nearby, and like it's easier for me to kind of do this thing now that I have, like, we have figured out how we want to live in this home with a baby. It took a little bit for us to figure it out, but obviously we did. I really love this spread, even though I didn't obviously use it for a lot of planning because we had friends here and we were just occupied with hanging out with them. But I just liked that how I designed it. I liked all these little trees. I think if you have like a lot of little stickers that match each other theme or color wise, like this is a good way to use them without it looking too cluttered. And that's it. That's for the month of December. And, you know, as I said, like the major way in which this planner was helpful to me was the back pages. I actually did a video on how I'm using the back pages for maternity So you can watch that if you want, but obviously that's changed a bit since I created them. I made some like questions for the doctor here. This is my vision board. This was my 22 for 2022 and my big dreams, like things that I like, professional dreams that I have. This was me initially keeping track of gifts I received for Freya, but this got like it blew up. So I had a different list so that I could mark off like what she got and also whether I sent a thank you note. This is when I told various people and their reactions to Freya's arrival, when we found out about her, baby names we were keeping track of, maternity to do. This is like work related maternity leave stuff that I had to do, like must do and maybe do. Then these are all the home projects that literally been on my list for like years now, and we did them all. Like, I'm so happy, you guys. So happy we did them all before she came, and I cannot tell you how happy that made me. Trimester checklists. We got everything pretty much done except hiring a cleaner right before she was born, and now we have hired a cleaner, so that was like the main thing. Oh, and we didn't make a will yet. So that's on the list. We are definitely going to make a will this year. This is the baby gear page. I was keeping track of like recommendations friends had for me about baby stuff to buy, and like I love everything. Everything we bought for her pretty much is we use on a regular basis. Announcement ideas. When we announced her, our pregnancy on social media. Postpartum prep. Definitely did some of this. Not all of this, but I did accumulate enough frozen meals and stuff like that we were able to like eat relatively simply. And we also received a lot of generous gifts from family and friends, both like Grubhub credits, but also like delivered meals. It was really nice. Hospital bag. This was super helpful because, and we actually, we didn't have that kind of rush to the hospital you have because we got induced. So we actually had some of this pre-packed, and then we just threw in everything else that we would need. I did have a birth plan. I didn't write it in here. I actually typed it. I might go ahead and like paste it in here just for like memories. Of course, like, as I said, I did not give birth in any way, shape, or form like I had hoped. But it's helpful to have a plan because there are certain things, like certain choices you're going to have to make regardless of how you give birth. And it's just nice for the staff to know ahead of time, like what you would prefer if you have a choice of if you have any choices about how you're giving birth. And you will absolutely have choices, like no matter what path you go down. It's just nice to have thought about those ahead of time. Do you want to do delayed cord clamping? Are there certain interventions that you don't want to happen? Like for me, the number one thing I didn't want to happen if I was induced was the balloon catheter. Nope. And it turned out that wasn't even, like, they didn't even bring it up because my water broke on its own after I took the induction meds. And once your water breaks, they can't like put anything up there because, the risk of infection is such. And it was like, I just want to share this with you all. It was like the movies, no joke. Like I felt like a little moisture and I'm like, maybe my water broke. And the nurse was like, oh, okay, well, let me know if you see any more. And then whoosh, no joke. I was like, whoa. It was an insane sensation. Anyhow, so that's what happened. Then I did like copy down randomly here, like monthly tasks. This should have been like quarterly, monthly, weekly, but mom brain, right? Like it did not occur to me. I was just putting them in here because I wanted to keep track of the stuff that I like to do at different times of the year. Obviously I didn't check any of that off. I also jotted down baby milestones in here and in my next planner. And these are just like estimate, like averages, like around this age, she takes another ounce of formula or whatever. Or like, this is their average week windows and stuff. So, I just wanted to kind of know what that was, like when to go up a diaper size, like that sort of thing. Because, this is my first baby and I didn't want to like not be paying attention and realize, like too late that I should have been giving her size 1 diapers instead of size newborn diapers, I also, as part of like my end of the year process, did a ta-da list. So this is like a list of all the things I could think about that I accomplished in 2022, like both personal and professional. And it was actually really satisfying because this year was so like sucked up into like becoming parents for us that it was a little hard for me when I looked at this blank page and I'm like, what did I do besides have a baby? And so it was really actually helpful for me to go through like the whole planner and my previous planner too, and just sort of see like, what did I do in this year besides have a baby? Not that that isn't an accomplishment, it certainly is, but it did, I am a whole person, and there was this whole, like most of the year before she came that I did stuff in. So it was kind of nice to have that list. This was just a menu I made for my mom's 60th birthday party. This was in August, so I like kind of party planning in the back pages sometimes. These are just empty pages, I think. And then I have my, my markers here to see what the colors are. So that's how I use the back pages. So that concludes our flip through of the 2022 planner, one of them that I used, the one for the latter half of 2022. And I just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on how I use that planner before I start making videos for the new year and the new planner. Let me know if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's other things you want to see about planning process, passion planners, please leave a note, leave a comment on this video. Also, I still am a Passion Planner ambassador. If you're interested in any of the stickers I mentioned, the book itself, these cool tabs, you can get a discount. The discount code changes every 2 months, I think, still. So check back on the main page of this channel to see what the latest code is, because I'm no longer going to put the code in the description since it changes every 2 months, and that's not helpful. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you guys again after so much time. Stay tuned for some more videos, and I will see you back here. Thanks for watching.